Rather be this with a woman on my face, or my dick, or both. Because instead, I gotta be talking about this goddamn movie. Well, I don't have to. I never have to do anything but subject myself to torture for some reason. Maybe I'm into S&M. This movie is one of the worst comedies of all time. It is Adam Sandler's worst film. I shit you not. People say Jack and Jill. That would be number 2. This is the number 1 worst. This movie, there's a reason why it gets a 1.9 out of 10 IMDb. Shetty Maskowitz is the character's name that Adam Sandler plays. This came out in 1989. It was Adam Sandler's first feature film. Now, apparently, the production was shot entirely on this cruise ship, and they were going from New Orleans to Cancun. The reason it was going there was the ship had the Miss Universe pageants, the beauty queens on there. And so this camera crew hitched a ride. Hey, there's all these beautiful women. They're going to the Miss Universe pageant. Let's shoot a movie in like 6 fucking days. With a script that was written in 3 days. And then had maybe 2 additional days for pickup shooting. So 8 days of shooting total from a script that took 3 days to write. And it's like, hey, this Miss Universe pageant, beauty queens are going. Let's hitch a ride. And they brought the wrong box of lens on the ship, so the DP was forced to shoot with the wrong lenses. Probably why the film looks like shit. And this movie was not always called Going Overboard. Even the opening titles. It says starring Adam Sandler as, and then Going Overboard. I'm like, what? Movie you just said starring Adam Sandler as Going Overboard. As Going Overboard? You literally wrote this, Adam Sandler as Going Overboard. How is he a Going Overboard? That's because the original title was The Unsinkable Shetty Moskowitz. In fact, you kind of know this because the very beginning of the film is Burt Young, Paulie from the Rocky films, as General Noriega, who's looking at porn movies like Rub Me Raw and Eat Me. And he pops in a VHS tape that's called The Unsinkable Shetty Moskowitz. And then this cheap animation that made Schoolhouse Rock look like Pixar appears in the fucking opening credits. And that's where they're starring Adam Sandler as The Unsinkable Shetty Moskowitz. Oh no, that title was maybe when the movie was released in the 2 theaters. But when it went to DVD, it's Going Overboard. So they still left it starring Adam Sandler as Going Overboard. So he's a Going Overboard. And you're right here. You're in a world of hurt, pain, suffering. It's hard to watch this fucking movie for its hour and 37-minute running time. From time to time, Miss Universe pageant women will talk directly to the screen. It's not even a joke. It's like, what do you think of heaven? Or what do you think happens when you die? And these women answer seriously. Or like, I'm like, what, did you not have enough footage? Or was it like, well, the beauty queens have to have some type of screen time, so have them look directly at the camera and talk, answer questions. And this happens once in a while. Even after that, after the opening credits, Adam Sandler literally looks at the camera and tells how this film was filmed. That it was shot on the fly, and it's not a low budget flick, it's a no budget flick. So it's Adam Sandler literally talking to the camera telling you how shitty this film's going to be. Not many films that give you a fucking warning before you watch the rest of it. And he's a waiter on this cruise ship. He wants to be a comedian, but he's such fucking hardcore donkey dick. And he continues being a waiter. He has his buddy, says, hey, don't, you're not funny. There's a ship comedian who likes to curse and say fuck a lot. People love him, but Adam Sandler's character doesn't like him, so he continues being a waiter and being depressed and wanting to be a fucking comedian. When he's taking drinks to this woman, birds shit in the drink that he brings out. He has a lot of daydreams, fantasies. Like one fantasy, he's shooting the ship comedian. And he's saying jokes like, nothing heavier than a dead comedian. And you say, well, he's supposed to be a bad comedian, so his jokes are supposed to be unfunny. Oh, great. So a good chunk of time when Adam Sandler's on screen, he's telling unfunny jokes. Just the plot makes it for him to tell unfunny jokes. But even when he's supposed to be telling funny jokes, they're not fucking funny. So great, he's either telling unfunny jokes on purpose, or when he does try to tell jokes near the end, they're supposed to be funny, they're still not fucking funny. Maybe, no, there's nothing maybe about it. Could be, coulda, woulda, shoulda about it. And you have, you have quite a few familiar faces in this. Peter Berg, he's in this as the agent of this rock star who's in a band called Yellow Teeth. And their hit song is I Want to Slap Your Cat. His band is called Yellow Teeth, and the hit song is I Want to Slap Your Cat. No, I want to slap your cat. I want to slap your pussy would be better of a rock song than I want to slap your cat. Is this the theme to that darn cat? I Want to Slap Your Cat by the band Yellow Teeth. This made superhero movie and date movie and Meet the Spartans look like The Naked Gun and Airplane. That's how bad this fucking movie is. I Want to Slap Your Cat by the band Yellow Teeth. And jokes like, I don't take a Rain Man on that. Oh, I mean a rain check on that. And there's scenes that just fucking drag. Adam Sandler's trying to get the ship comedian to give him a chance. The ship comedian tells him to shut the fuck up. He doesn't care. And then Adam Sandler keeps talking. Okay, this fat old woman, she walks into a bar and she's coughing. She's really coughing. And the ship comedian's like, I don't care. I don't know the actor who played the ship comedian, but the character's name is Dickie Diamond, the ship's comedian. Like these names. Shitty Moskowitz is Adam Sandler. The ship comedian is Dickie Diamond. Billy Zane is in this as King Neptune, the god of the sea. Billy Bob Thornton makes a cameo as a guy in the audience who pretty much tells Adam Sandler to shut the fuck up, he's not funny. And he's like, I construct buildings, what the fuck else would I construct? You keep trying to be funny because you're just pissing me off. I'm like, that's my favorite character in the movie. Thank you, Billy Bob Thornton. You're right. Stop trying to be funny. You're just pissing me off. He's right. He's right. There's one bit where Adam Sandler's character goes, I wonder what will happen 10 years from now. And I think that's another point that the fucking women of the beauty queens that just, boom, it cuts to them talking to camera, answering questions as if they were on a fucking pageant. And these aren't even jokes. So, was it to pad the running time? And so many dialogue of him just going, he's depressed. He has a lot of fantasies and nightmares. One is he's in a straitjacket, and the Dickie Diamond goes, straitjacket might as well be a homo jacket. And Adam Sandler's in a straitjacket with an apple in his mouth. There's another, not nightmare, but fantasy. He's on a beach with a woman. There's a bunch of women, and then it's a guy dressed up as a woman who is Adam Sandler's mommy. So, wow. Jack and Jill. Drag. In this movie, someone in drag. Stay fucking away from any movies with people drag Adam Sandler. And then he wakes up. And just the dialogue. Debbie with an eye. Oh yeah, she did a 7-page spread in Hustler with a pig. I saw that. I saw my life flash before my eyes. It said, fuck it. Fucking Square is squeaking in protest of this review. There's another daydream where he's fighting the ship comedian in a boxing ring with this wannabe Rocky music. But instead of throwing punches, they throw out jokes and they react with silly cartoon sound effects as if they got punched. At first, Adam Sandler, ping, boom, boom, when the guy's telling jokes on him. And then Adam Sandler tells jokes. And then the guy's like, pew, 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 and he gets knocked out. And then Adam Sandler gets out of his fucking fantasy. I'm like, this guy, is he fucking schizophrenic? Is he going to be in a nut house? He has so many fucking fantasies and daydreams. He'll have a daydream while driving. And drive against the van down by the river. Once in a blue moon, it comes back to Burt Young, who is watching the movie we're watching on the VHS tape, but yet everything that occurs. But then he sees this Miss Australian beauty pageant bitch talk shit about him, and he tells 2 guys to hunt her down. And then the scene that feels like the last 10 fucking minutes of these 2 guys going, she told you you smell like a pizza? Like a cheese pizza? And the other guy, like anchovies? We should get the girl in the videotape? What, do we go to the video store? I go into my nutsack, lick them and smoke them, and then go into my asshole and come out so I can kick you through a field goal of harpies. And each one can pick your ass up to a motherfucking volcano dipped with acid. And that wouldn't be enough fucking suffering for you pains of asses. And the person who wrote and directed this shit, Valerie Breiman, wrote and directed it. And this is a female director. And I think she's in the film for a bit role like Bambi or whatever the fuck her name was. You know what's a better movie? Godzilla vs. Bambi. And that was only 10 seconds long. Even says Burt Young is General Noriega. Jesus Christ. The shit comedian gets locked in the bathroom for like the rest of the movie, and then people think he's dead because his hat is in the ocean, so they think he went overboard. Billy Zane once in a while pops up as King Neptune, talking to Adam Sandler. I'll put a hex on the Exxon. That's literally one of the lines of dialogue. That's one of the lines of dialogue. I don't care what Adam Sandler movie you've seen. Watch this movie and then talk to me. Jesus Christ. This is one of those movies that consistently is in the bottom 100 of IMDb, and there's a fucking reason for that. This movie is so fucking bad. Isn't there a thing like Adam Sandler? There's Adam Sandler website. Adam Sandler's like, please take this movie off the list. That's how embarrassed he is of the film. Consider this is a guy who was in Jack and Jill, and this is the film he's embarrassed with. Which I can't blame him because it's the worst one he's been in. Keep repeating that. There's a point where Adam Sandler and his buddy are in their room and they're singing about how comedy's such a lovely lady. She'll pick you up when you're feeling blue. Whatever the fuck song it was. You literally have, considered padding the time, a 3-minute scene of this band, Yellow Teeth, singing their song, the Slap the Cat, or whatever the fuck I said. What the fuck song did I just say like 5 minutes ago? I want to slap your cat. 3 minutes of just filming this band singing the song. And then, not too long later, Adam Sandler literally looks at a camera and says, let's have a montage of beautiful women. With a goofy fucking face. And like a minute-long montage of just beautiful women. I love that. You know what I love that in? Porn. And porn are better movies than this. Just they get to the point. And then Adam Sandler being purposely a shitty comic. Hey, buddy, put some butter on your finger and the ring will slide right off. Ugh. And then there's a scene where he tossed a Milton Berle. That is one of his fucking day fantasies. Where he tossed a Milton Berle and there's a fucking laugh track. Anytime Milton Berle talks. And then Adam Sandler is a good comic and he's saying horrible lines like, yeah, Agent Orange. Hey, at least you have an agent. And people are laughing. I'm like, the shit that wasn't funny was funnier than the shit that he's supposed to be funny. But none of it is funny. And then the terrorists, they get on the fucking ship, and there's this one bit where the terrorist, like literally this scene goes on for like a minute. Terrorist runs like, blah, 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 like, I don't know what the fuck he says. I really don't know what each of these guys say. But like, guy, he talks, then he runs off. Then another guy, he talks right into the camera, and he runs off. Then another, he talks right in the camera, and he runs off. And then this long, dragged out scene of Adam Sandler, the Australian beauty pageant lady, and Adam Sandler's buddy running from these terrorists all across the fucking ship. It goes on for like 5 minutes. And at one point, Adam Sandler's like, "I don't want to die. I mean, who knows what will happen when after we die?" And then it cuts to the beauty pageant women talking about what happens when we die in heaven. I'm like, fuck, God damn it. Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of my face. Why am I not yelling? Because I don't want to kill my throat because of this fucking movie. That's what I've learned throughout my review. Get your point across, but don't make a movie kill your fucking throat so that it's hurting when you go to sleep. And Adam Sandler stops the terrorists by going, you guys do stand up. And then they do shitty stand up. Teen Neptune likes what Adam Sandler did and says, my daughter has been watching you from her conch shell. And a lady wearing green stuff wants to be Adam Sandler's girlfriend. And Burt Young shoots the TV, and I shoot myself. Even at the end credits, it doesn't end. I'm spitting on my fucking computer. Oh yeah, during by the way, that chase, what's funny is once in a while during that chase, when they're being chased by the terrorists, it'll go to a POV shot. But imagine this is the camera. About here, you'll see a bit of black because of the fucking lens. Because they were forced to shoot with the wrong lenses, probably. They didn't have the right one for that. Bits like that. So bits like that is like, oh, what's this weird black thing in the top right or top left corner? Yeah, I think it's the top left. Yeah. Yeah, it's the top left corner. I guess you watching this to be like over here. I imagine you watching this, it's like, if you ever watch it, catch that when it goes to certain POV shots. But during the end credits, it's the cast, like Adam Sandler's buddy dancing in front of the camera. And even before the movie ends, this maniacal laughing. Maniacal fucking laughing before the movie ends. You go to the end of the end credits, there's maniacal laughing. As if someone's making fucking fun of you that you sat through the whole goddamn movie. You watched the whole movie of Going Overboard? A machete? What the fuck were you thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. I don't want to throw it because last time I did that, I cut my fucking finger. Those who follow my channel, you know what I'm talking about. It ends with maniacal laughing, as if the movie itself is laughing at you. You watched this fucking movie. You fucking dildo. You fucking loser. Yeah, I watched the fucking movie and I ranted on it. I'd never have to watch this fucking movie again. I dare people to watch this movie. I dare them. I dare them. And then you tell me how far you got. If you get to the end, you get a medal. But I know I could survive it because I survived a Steven Seagal marathon where I reviewed all of his direct-to-video movies. And if you could deal with all of Steven Seagal's direct-to-video shit, then you get empowered with the power of Grayskull, motherfucker. Plus, mellow yellow helps. It's my fuel for my gas tank. I don't know what to say. This movie is Adam Sandler's worst film. It's one of the worst comedies of all time. In fact, I can't think of a worse comedy than this. Even something as stupid as Meet the Spartans, I would rather watch that over this. Jack and Jill, shitty movie, I'd rather watch that over this. This is one bit without Pacino at the very end that I liked and laughed at. One. I'm trying to think of any comedy. Postal. That's horrible. I'd rather watch neither. But gun to my head, I'd rather watch Postal than this. I'd rather watch any. This might be the worst comedy I've ever seen. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I can't say that enough. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. And what's nice is that now that I did this movie, it's smooth sailing for a while. Because I'll be watching review, well, I've watched them, but I'll be reviewing Airheads, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Bulletproof. I enjoy those movies. The Wedding Singer I enjoy. Big Daddy I liked. So it's a lot of movies that, you know, smooth sailing for quite a bit. So I'm glad I got this out of the way. I'm glad to get this off my chest. And if you think I'm over-exaggerating, feel free to give the movie a watch yourself. I double dog dare you. Please do. See you guys later. Bye-bye.